Hi Bets, thank you very much for joining me on this solo trip that I have in Bantayan Island. It was a 3 days 2 night stay, so please do join me on this vlog for you to know on what are the expenses as well as what to do or where to go in Bantayan.
Iniwan ng Grom nagtinda na lang ng tubig. Kung may kamsawi, meron namang sawi.
As soon as I arrived in the North Bus Terminal, I then asked for the bus that will be going to Hagnaya Port. And good thing that I was able to find a bus that will go directly to Madridejos, which happens to be one of the towns in Bantayan Island. This air-conditioned bus ride cost 270 pesos from Cebu City going to Madridejos. In case if you do not know, Bantayan Island happened to have 3 towns, namely Santa Fe, Bantayan proper, and Madridejos. Upon arrival in Hagnaya Port, we have to pay 25 pesos as a terminal fee. Aside from the terminal fee, of course, we have to pay 299 pesos for the barge that will bring us from Hagnaya going to the island of Bantayan. When we arrived in Santa Fe, I did not ride this motorcycle directly. Instead, I went first to their tourism board for me to show my booking confirmation. After presenting the documents to the tourism board, I then went to the terminal where I can find or ride motorcycles or a tricycle that will drive me from Santa Fe going to the resort. And this one I found, which will just cost you 30 pesos, but Manong driver asked for 50 pesos during this travel. So in less than 5 minutes, we already arrived in the resort where I'll be staying for one night. The resort's name happened to be Sunday Flower. Each room costs 1,500 pesos per night, and that's already good for 2 persons. So what will you get out of that 1,500 rate? Let me tour you around the room so that you will know on what are the things you can expect. The room has a queen-size bed, which is good for 2, and it's also air-conditioned and a decent toilet and shower. Unfortunately, their shower is just the normal one. It doesn't have the setting for cold or hot shower. And in addition to these facilities, the room also comes with a private balcony. So why did I choose this resort? It so happened that it's just few steps away from the ocean, and it also comes with a little privacy. After the check-in, I then had my lunch at the restaurant of the resort. The lunch came with rice, shrimp in curry sauce, and fresh calamansi juice, which happened to have a total cost of 230 pesos. With that amount that you paid for your lunch, plus this view, it's definitely worth it. Remember the town of Madridejos? This is my first itinerary on my first day in Bantayan. Don't worry guys, I'll show you more about the town later on. So for me to get to Madridejos, I have to ride a motorcycle going to the terminal, which cost me 20 pesos. So guys, since I do not know how to drive a motorcycle, I just took a tricycle ride from Santa Fe coming to this terminal. This terminal happened to be the terminals for tricycles that will travel from Santa Fe going to the Bantayan proper. So the tricycle ride from Santa Fe, it cost me 20 pesos, while this tricycle or transportation that will bring me to Bantayan proper would cost me 60 pesos going there. So I'll see you in Bantayan proper for more of my adventures when it comes to solo traveling here in Bantayan with me, Big Ear Tours. The travel time from Santa Fe going to Bantayan proper took me around 30 minutes. So guys, finally nanako, or I'm already here at Bantayan proper, or here in Bantayan proper. I have to look for the jeepney where it would take me to Madridejos. So one great solution on that would be asking the locals, because being a solo traveler, you have to be friendly, and who knows, you might earn a new friend while you're on this trip. So let me ask one of the locals here. Busing, asa ka makasakay diri jeep padung kuan Madridejos? Kuan? Ano kita? Ito? Sige, salamat. So that's how you do it, guys. Just ask the locals, and good thing there's the terminal right now there for us to ride a jeepney going to Madridejos, because it's already 4 p.m. and I have to check on other stuff before the sunset. So I'll see you in Madridejos, guys, with me here in the Gear Tours. And finally, we arrive in the terminal where we can ride a jeepney from Bantayan proper going to the town of Madridejos. This jeepney ride going to Madridejos, it cost me 50 pesos, and the travel time took me around 20 minutes. From this point, I then took a 7-minute walk going north, which will lead me to Madridejos Kota Park. For you to get inside Kota Park or Madridejos Kota Park, you don't have to pay anything. Just make sure that you pay respect to the place by keeping it clean. I will tell you more about Madridejos Kota Park in my future vlogs, so please don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification button so that you will not miss anything on my channel. Honestly, Bets, the reason why I visited this town is because of their very beautiful sunset. Unfortunately, during my visit, it was a little cloudy, but I was still able to witness how the sun glow and give me that wonderful golden hour. After that very beautiful golden hour, I then went back to Santa Fe and look around for me if I can get some dinner. So I explored MJ Square, which happened to be the most popular go-to place when it comes to food and shopping in Santa Fe. Since I wasn't feeling to have some dinner, I then went back to the hotel just for me to take some rest.
So guys, I already have a new place to stay for today until tomorrow. So let's look for a place where I can get some breakfast because I haven't had my breakfast yet. So please join me.
On the following day, I was looking for breakfast and I stumbled into this place which called Stumble Inn. And it's really funny because they don't offer a bed and breakfast. Instead, it's just a place where you can dine. So early in the morning, I had a burger for my breakfast, which cost me 220 pesos. So if you are wondering why I transferred from one resort to the other, it so happened that the place where I stayed on my first day is quite far from other places that I need to go to. So I chose this place or resort called Chef Panyang, and the room costs 1,800 per night, good for 2 persons. So the room is really simple. Just a queen-size bed, a decent shower and toilet, and the shower doesn't come with hot or cold setting. I chose this resort because it's close to the spectacular sandbar where I need to have a drone shot. So as what I mentioned earlier, that I do not know how to drive a motorcycle. So the best solution on that is to rent a tricycle, which just cost me 500 pesos the whole day.
Okay, so guys, but 2 minutes an hour, we'll just have to have a fuel for the trike. Good thing that I got this trike because it's much safer than the motorcycle, and since it's a solo trip, I can have the itinerary on my own and choose where to go within the town of Santa Fe. So ito yung pangalan mo, boss?
Johnny.
Johnny. So muli ako ang guide karon si Johnny.
So our first destination happened to be the Paradise Beach or the Sandira Beach. Before you'll get to this paradise, you have to go through some little challenges, especially on this rocky road. So as a tip, since this beach happened to be a little distant from the main road, I would suggest to bring your food and drinks so that you don't have to spend a lot when you get to the beach. And for you to enjoy the beach, you have to pay 60 pesos for adults and 30 pesos for the children. The beach is open at 7 a.m. up until 5:30 p.m. Next destination is the ruins. You do not need to pay anything for you to take a lot of Instagrammable photos in this location. All you need to do, bring your camera, and again, please don't forget to respect the environment by throwing your trash in the proper places. If you are adventurous enough and would like to take a risk, you can actually do a cliff dive from this place. For you to know more about the ruins, please don't forget to subscribe because I'll have another vlog about this place. Just right across the ruins happen to be a restaurant that serves Greek and Filipino food. So since we are not really into a Greek food, we chose barbecue and we had a total bill of 230 pesos. After that delayed lunch, we then head to Santa Fe Beach Club, Ogtong Cave. The resort is just about 2 minutes away from the ruins, so everything happened to be a little near. For 200 peso entrance fee, you can then take a plunge in this brackish water cave or take a swim at the beach. Just a tip by the way, if in case you are staying at Santa Fe Beach Club, the one that is nearest to the port, you don't have to pay a entrance fee for you to get inside the Ogtong Cave. Just present a documentation or a proof that you're a guest at Santa Fe Beach Club. After that Ogtong Cave experience, I went back to the terminal where I can ride a tricycle going back to the Bantayan proper. The reason? Stay tuned for you to see what will be my most exotic food that I ever tasted or experienced in Bantayan. Introducing the Tago Angkan. You haven't been to Bantayan unless you were able to sink your teeth in one of these very exotic barbecue of Bantayan, which just costs you 120 pesos. So for you to know more about Tago Angkan, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on that notification button so that you will know when I will be able to upload my Tago Angkan experience. After that exotic barbecue experience, I went back to Santa Fe and had a dinner in one of the off-the-wall Japanese carinderia which called Gosuke. I had this bento for just 250 pesos and I was really satisfied with the taste. Next up, dessert. For just 80 pesos, my craving for ice cream has already been satisfied. And since I was really drained from my adventure on that day, I went to bed early in the evening for me to witness the sunrise on the following day. After witnessing the sunrise, taking a little swim, I decided to have a brunch at MJ Square. So I had this calamari, rice, plus this salad. I was really surprised this salad that they serve happened to be good for 3 or 4 persons. In fact, I even regret why I ordered a rice because the salad itself can be a good pair with my calamari. And the total amount for that brunch happened to be 345 pesos. So with that 3-day, 2-night trip in Bantayan, and it was actually a solo trip, I spent a total amount of 7,321 pesos. That already includes though the amount that I paid for the pasalubongs. So give or take, you need to have a pocket money of 7,500 pesos if you're gonna go to Bantayan solo. And speaking of solo travel guys, please don't forget to take care of yourself. Make sure to have your own insurance, especially when you're traveling alone. So for the insurance that I bought or that I availed for myself, just check the description box below so you will know more about this insurance that I availed. And in addition, by the way, if in case that you already ran out of money, you don't have to worry because Bantayan or Santa Fe happen to have an ATM, which is just across Emlulier, so you can either have a money transfer or you can withdraw it from the ATM. Other ATMs can also be found in Bantayan proper.
Have may tago angkan just the owner of Vista angkan.
Pero sa kalong manok,
Okay, unya ang sul.
Kung may kamsawi, meron namang sawi sa pag-ibig.
No.